The Iron Demon's biker bar had seen fights, arrests, and chaos, but never a 9-year-old girl holding a loaded gun. The room went dead silent when she stepped in, small hands trembling yet steady, her eyes burning with determination. "My mom's dying," she said, voice cracking but brave. "One of you is my dad, and I've got 3 days to find him before they put me in foster care." Every man froze. Jack, the Iron Demon's president, stood up slowly, his leather vest creaking. "Put the gun down, sweetheart," he said, his tone calm, controlled. "Not until someone admits they're my father." The girl shot back, eyes darting across the stunned faces. "Mom said he'd be here. She's never wrong." "What's your name?" Jack asked softly. "Lily Chan. My mom's Rebecca Chan. She said she bartended here about 9 years ago." A ripple went through the room. Every man there remembered Becca, the smart, beautiful woman who'd walked out of their world without explanation. Now they knew why. "Where's your mom now, Lily?" asked Tank, the club's enforcer. "St. Mary's Hospital, room 507, she said. "She's dying." Her boyfriend pushed her down the stairs. The temperature in the room dropped 20 degrees. "But she won't tell me who my dad is," Lily continued, her grip tightening. "She just said, go to the Iron Demon's bar and show them this." From her jacket pocket, she pulled a worn photograph. Becca 9 years younger, smiling between 5 bikers at Christmas party. One of those men was her father. Jack's jaw clenched. 3 of those men were in this room right now. Lily's voice quivered. "Mom said my real dad would protect me, but she's scared. She said if she tells anyone who he is, her boyfriend will kill us." "Who's her boyfriend?" Jack asked, his voice low. "Marcus. He's a cop. A dirty cop threatening a dying woman and a child. That changed everything." "Lily," Jack said gently, "you got to put the gun down so we can help you." "No," she said through tears. "Marcus said if I go to foster care, I'll never come back. His friend runs a group home. He said bad things happen to girls like me there." Every biker in the room went cold with rage. Snake, their tech expert, was already typing on his laptop. "Marcus Thompson," he read aloud. "Detective, Metro PD. 3 complaints for excessive force, all dismissed. Protected by Captain Walsh." "Walsh?" Tank growled. "The same guy who runs that charity foster home? The one in the news for missing kids." Jack's expression darkened. "Yeah, that one." He looked at Lily again, small, terrified, but holding the gun with perfect form. Proper stance. Finger off the trigger. "Who taught you how to hold that?" Jack asked quietly. "My mom," Lily said. "She said I might need it one day." Her voice broke. Jack made a decision. "Listen to me, Lily. Until we figure out who your father is, we're all going to be your fathers." She blinked. "That doesn't make sense." "It does in our world," Jack said firmly. "You came to us for protection, and you've got it from every man here." Tank nodded. "Iron Demons don't break promises to kids." Lily's lip trembled, but her arm lowered. "You promise?" "We promise," Jack said. That's when they heard the sirens. Multiple units closing in. "Did you call anyone?" Jack asked. Lily shook her head. "No." "But Marcus has a tracker on my phone." "Give it here," Snake ordered. She handed it over, and Snake smashed it instantly. Too late. Razor called from the window. 8 cop cars surrounding us. The door burst open. Detective Marcus Thompson walked in, tall, broad, wearing the smugness of a man who believed the law belonged to him. His dead eyes lingered too long on Lily. "There you are, sweetheart," he said smoothly. "Time to go home." "She's not going anywhere with you," Jack growled. Marcus smirked. 23 bikers with records versus 8 cops. "You sure about that, President?" Then a quiet voice came from the corner. "She's mine." Everyone turned. It was Wolf, the silent, scarred giant of their club, a man who rarely spoke about his past. "What did you say?" Marcus sneered. "I said, she's my daughter," Wolf answered. "I want a DNA test." Marcus's fake smile twisted. "Doesn't matter. Her mother has legal custody, and I've got power of attorney while she's incapacitated." Power of attorney? Lily shouted. You forced her to sign that while she was sedated. Prove it, Marcus snapped. The bar doors opened again, and a woman in scrubs walked in. I can, she said firmly. I'm Dr. Patricia Kim, Rebecca Chan's doctor. She's awake and talking. Marcus's face turned white. That's impossible. No, Dr. Kim said coldly. She's been conscious for 2 hours, telling us everything about how you push her down those stairs. She's confused from head trauma, Marcus spat. Then the security camera footage must be confused too. Dr. Kim shot back. The one you didn't know existed in the stairwell. Marcus's hand went for his gun, but 23 bikers went for theirs faster. Think carefully, Jack warned. You're surrounded, and your cops outside are wondering why it's taking so long. Marcus's radio crackled. Thompson, do you need backup? He grabbed it. No, just talking to the girl. But Lily grabbed Jack's phone and dialed 911. Marcus Thompson, she told the operator, loud enough for everyone to hear, is the man who hurt my mom. You little brat. Marcus lunged for her. Wolf intercepted him midair, slamming him into the wall so hard the pictures shook. Touch my daughter again, he growled. And you die? She's not your daughter. Marcus shouted, face twisted in rage. He yanked his radio. All units, hostage situation. Bikers holding a minor. Liar, Lily screamed. Outside, officers began moving in, guns cocked. The air crackled with the promise of bloodshed. Then the impossible happened. The door of the bar swung open again. Every gun froze. Standing there, pale and trembling in a hospital gown, was Rebecca Chan. Her skin was bruised, her hair tangled, but her eyes blazed with fury. Mom! Lily cried, breaking free from Jack's hold and running into her mother's arms. Don't move, Becca commanded. Her voice, though weak, carried authority that silenced the room. She looked straight at Marcus. I recorded everything, she said, lifting a small voice recorder. Every threat, every beating, every word you said about my daughter. 2 years of proof, including the part where you bragged about killing those 3 foster kids who tried to report you. Marcus's face drained of color. You're lying. Becca's trembling thumb pressed the play button. Marcus's own voice filled the bar, cold and clear. No one's going to miss them. Kids disappear all the time in that home. Marcus went for his gun, but this time he wasn't fast enough. Lily lifted her mother's pistol, aimed with perfect form, and fired. The shot cracked through the bar like lightning. The bullet hit Marcus square in the shoulder. He dropped to the floor, screaming, blood soaking his shirt. Gasps filled the room. The little girl's hand shook, but her face stayed steady. She'd shot to disable, not to kill, just like her mother taught her. The cops outside rushed in, weapons drawn. Before chaos could erupt, a powerful voice shouted, Hold your fire. Chief Reynolds stepped in, flanked by internal affairs officers. Stand down. Detective Marcus Thompson is under arrest. Marcus blinked in disbelief. What? Reynolds nodded toward Becca. We've been investigating you for months. Ms. Chan's recording is the final piece we needed. Marcus cursed as handcuffs snapped around his wrists. This isn't over, he hissed. Oh, it is, Jack growled. Minutes later, Captain Walsh, the man behind the corrupt foster home, was arrested at his house. News broke within hours. Dozens of missing children found. A police charity exposed. But inside the Iron Demon's bar, only one question mattered. Who was Lily's father? Becca looked around at the men from that old Christmas photo. 5 faces from another lifetime. The air was heavy, waiting. Finally, she spoke. I don't know which one of you is her biological father. A murmur ran through the group. No judgment. These were men who understood complicated lives. But, she said softly, looking at Wolf, I know who I wanted to be. Jack tilted his head. Why him? Becca's eyes welled. Because he was the only one who visited me in the hospital 9 years ago. He brought flowers. He didn't ask who the father was. He just asked if I was okay. Wolf's scarred face softened. I remember. You made me feel safe, she whispered. I was scared and alone, and you didn't try to fix it. You just stayed. Wolf's voice broke. I would have done more if I'd known. The DNA test will take 2 weeks, Jack reminded quietly. Doesn't matter, Wolf said, turning to Lily. She's mine, DNA or not. You can't just decide that. Marcus coughed on the floor, smirking through pain. Actually, he can, said one of the officers standing by. She pulled up a file on her tablet. Wolf Lawson, former U.S. Marine, Purple Heart, honorable discharge. No violent crimes. Clean record for 9 years. Wolf nodded slightly. Got help. Been sober since before Lily was born. Becca met his eyes. That's exactly when I found out I was pregnant. Lily, quiet until now, stepped forward. Mom kept this, she said, pulling a small photo from her sock. It showed a biker holding a newborn in the hospital. The man's face wasn't visible, but the tattoo on his forearm was. Wolf froze. He looked down at his arm, at that same tattoo. That's me, he whispered. I held you. Becca's lips trembled. You said she was perfect. You said she deserved better than this life. That's why I ran. I tried to give her normal. Normal became Marcus, Wolf said bitterly. Becca broke down. I failed her. No, Lily said, her small voice cutting through the silence. You saved me. You taught me to protect myself. You gave me that gun because you knew I'd need it one day. Becca shook her head. I taught you too well. Jack put a hand on her shoulder. No, she didn't kill him. She made a choice. That's control. 2 weeks later, the DNA results arrived. Wolf was, in fact, Lily's biological father. But by then, it didn't matter. The entire Iron Demons had already claimed her. Jack taught her strategy, how to think before she fights. Tank taught her strength, how to stand tall even when she's small. Snake taught her computers, how to track monsters like Marcus. Razor taught her mechanics, how to fix anything, including hearts. And Wolf, he taught her what she needed most, how to be loved after pain, how to trust after betrayal. Becca recovered fully, and 1 year later, she and Wolf were married, right there in the same bar where Lily once stood with a loaded gun. The Iron Demons filled the place with flowers and laughter. Lily walked down the aisle beside Jack, proudly wearing a leather vest with her new patch. Protected princess. But everyone knew she was more than that. She was a warrior, a 9-year-old who had stared down evil and won. Marcus Thompson was sentenced to 25 years for attempted murder and corruption. Captain Walsh got life for the murder of 3 foster kids. The foster home was shut down. 47 children were rescued and placed into safe homes. As for the Iron Demons, their legend changed forever. Above the bar's counter now hangs the very gun Lily carried that night, mounted beneath a bronze plaque that reads, December 15th, the night Lily Chan walked alone and gave 23 demons a reason to be angels. Wolf looks at that plaque every morning before he rides out, remembering not the violence, but the moment his daughter chose him, before any DNA test could prove it, because family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who show up when you're scared, when no one else will. Sometimes it's 23 bikers who choose to stand between a little girl and the world. And sometimes it's a child with perfect aim who saves everyone, including herself. The Iron Demons still tell her story in every chapter they ride to, how a small, brave girl walked into their lives with a gun and a mission, how she found not just her father, but a family, and how that family, rough, scarred, and loyal, became her army of protectors. Because on that cold December night, when Lily Chan pulled the trigger, she didn't just stop a monster. She gave a gang of demons a reason to believe in angels again.